ultimately we want to know what's the best way to take Repair Guard, what is the serving size, and what can we do with relation to surgical procedures and Repair Guard.
Yes, so let's just focus on this question of surgery. There's the pre-surgery, there's the surgery, there's the post-surgery recovery. Up until surgery, Repair Guard is your friend because we have selected the safer flavonoid and flavanol, the safer polyphenolic quercetin dihydrate and soluble OPC. My specific recommendation is that you take 4 to 6 of the Repair Guard morning and evening for at least 3 days before surgery so that your innate immune defense and repair system can get in there to repair you from the trauma of the surgery and the anesthesia. Now, in the post-op period, immediately after surgery, normally you don't take anything by mouth. Normally you're NPO. And then there's a point where you can start taking clear liquids. Usually within a day of taking the clear liquids, you can get onto broth and food. At that point, I would reintroduce the polyphenolics. I would reintroduce them as soon as the person was stable. A lot of people come out of surgery and they're kind of queasy for a while. They don't have much appetite. They have to clear the anesthesia out of their liver and out of their body before they begin to feel ready to get back to life. On the one hand, the sooner you get in with repair molecules like the Repair Guard, the better. And I would take 4 Repair Guard twice a day for at least 3 weeks, maybe for a month or 2, depending on the nature of the surgery, so that the repair after surgery, which takes that long to complete, you come out of surgery, you might have sutures, they might take the sutures out after a few days when the wound begins to heal and all of that. But as someone who studied wound healing for many years, I can tell you that it needs to go on to completion, and that takes weeks and weeks. So don't just take the day before and the day after, prepare for a few days pre-surgically, and as soon as it's safe to start swallowing supplements, include the Repair Guard. Of course, the Potency Guard is, for me, a liquid that I use as a chaser or to swallow the Repair Guard. I would definitely take the omega-3 micellized EPA DHA, and I would take 4 of those twice a day because you need the omega-3 to stimulate repair, and most of us get too much omega-6, which actually activates the inflammation. We need omega-6, but most of us have 10 to 50 times more omega-6 than omega-3, and it really should be about 4 to 1, which is why I recommend that everyone who's an adult take PERQUE EPA DHA Guard, and I take at least 4 twice a day, sometimes 3 or 4 times a day. Dr. Barry Sears, who's devoted his entire life to understanding essential fats, now recommends 15 grams a day of EPA DHA because of how much omega-6 there is in the American diet. Fortunately, if you take our micellized EPA DHA, which is distilled under nitrogen to get the bad stuff out and to concentrate the good stuff, more is better. It is your friend. However, most oils, most fish oils, most EPA DHA is not distilled under nitrogen. And so in production, the oxygen in the air can damage the essential fat. And if you leave the mercury and the lead and the toxic metals in, which distillation removes, by the way, if you leave those in, you've left in a toxin. So we want the fraction of fish oil that's rich in EPA DHA and lacks the toxics that fish accumulate by swimming in the ocean. And I believe that we're the ones who pioneered the use of distilled EPA DHA micellized in MCT, medium chain triglycerides, to alkalinize and energize. And it's a beautiful complement to the polyphenolics, to the ascorbate. If people have had a change in taste or smell, you should supplement zinc in addition. Most everybody needs a super multi, that is a super B complex, full mineral complex cofactor. And ours, the PERQUE LifeGuard Tabsules, Notice we have novel delivery systems as well as novel formulas and great attention to the quality, purity, safety of the raw materials, because we take these ourselves. And when my folks were alive, they took them. And my children, I believe, continue to take them because they feel the difference. And one of the things you will notice about PERQUE products is people do feel the difference, whereas with other supplements, the bioavailability is so low that you believe you're getting benefit. But if someone says, hey, what do you feel that's different because of your multi or because of your vitamin C? They'll say, I believe it's what I should do, or some expert told me it's what I should do, but I don't really feel different. I would say that essentially everyone that follows our guidance feels the difference that PERQUE makes by design. So yes, polyphenolics and their friends. Yes, we want to protect the essential delicate nutrients in transit, especially the essential fats. And most of us have anti-nutrient oxidative burdens to excess, hormone disrupting persistent pollutants, the eternal molecules, as they're now being called, because they're very hard to detoxify, although you can get them out. And then the solvent residues, the toxic minerals, the mold products, and the radioisotopes. All of those are anti-nutrients. All of those are oxidative burdens. All of those use up the essentials. And in the 21st century, we have to take more of the good to balance out the bad. Now, you can reduce your burden. That's a topic that's worth discussing with your health coach or your health professional. How to leave 80% of the toxins outside, so you reduce the amount you bring into your environment. And then how to increase the healthfulness of the air, of the water, of the food, of the environment that you live in, so that what you eat and drink, think, and do can allow you to feel and function well, regardless of age and regardless of family history. If you behave and think exactly the way your parents and forebears did, I can predict the future. But it only runs in the family if you persist the behavior. If you change the quality of your diet, if you change your hydration, if you change your mind, if you change your activity patterns, now the future is open and you can choose a healthier, healthful future, regardless of the past. And as the famous Hillel the Elder said, if I don't care enough about myself, who's going to care about me? If I only care about myself, what am I? And if not now, when is the time to choose life? When is the time to choose health? When is the time to choose the alkaline way, a synthesis of centuries of wisdom documented over decades in our practice and in our research? So yes, today we can be healthy, but we have to be more proactive to gain primary, predictive, preventive practices and protocols that allow us to thrive, allow us to be in elective protective mode, so that if we get exposed to toxins, the body either eliminates them quickly through urine, sweat, and stool, or packs them into fiber in the diet and they get eliminated also through stool. So we have many ways of sweating the bad stuff out, of getting the bad stuff out, of reducing the bad stuff from getting in to begin with, and enhancing our body's ability to make more water soluble and less toxic the family of anti-nutrients that we're marinating in, that it's our birthright in the 21st century to have this explosion of these chemicals that deplete us of the good stuff. So we really do, through diet and supplements, need to take in more of the good stuff, and to the extent we can, reduce the anti-nutrient oxidative burdens that abound and yet are external to us. So if we change our habits, we change our future. So be well, choose the alkaline way, and let us help guide you.